Hey everybody, how you guys doing? Today is June 17th, and I have been on this journey. What is my 5 weeks now? No, I left May 19th, so this is my 4th week. Wow, it seems so much further though, really, honestly. It's amazing. It's amazing how much I've already seen, because it's flowing inside me, and do it with YouTube. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. All I know is I'm filming this now because I'm in that flow. And it's better when you're in that flow. Okay? And I'm aligned into the universe. So, and I have been for the last 4 weeks. Well, more than that, obviously, but just in this adventure that I've taken on, this lifestyle that I've taken on. I keep saying it's a trip, but it's not. It's a trip of a lifetime, sure. But it's not like I'm going back after like a 7-day vacation. I'm not doing that right now. There's reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing. Some of it is just lessons. Some of it is just, having fun, enjoying the moment, live in the present. Oh, as I said, that was 333. So there's your sign right there. You're supposed to live in the present. You're not supposed to do work and that's all. You know what I'm saying? You gotta enjoy life. Even if you have a family, enjoy your family. That's one thing I wish I did more of, enjoy my family when they were growing up, especially the kids. I'm not saying they had a bad childhood. Shit, they were telling me how some of them, they remember shit that I wouldn't. Like everybody. I remember stuff that my mom wouldn't know. And good and bad. But anyway, I'm getting off. And so yeah, you're supposed to just live in the present and enjoy life. I had a really shitty day yesterday. And even those shitty days, that's okay too, because you're gonna have them. You're human, okay? That's why we came here, to live that human experience, to have those emotions that we would not have in any other planet, okay? So that's okay. And I really had a shitty day yesterday, because at that point, so the shitty day I had yesterday, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to be pretty much open and vulnerable and raw, because that's who I am. And sometimes me being that way will help somebody else. And that's what I'm trying to do, is realize that sometimes your thinking process is not just you. Other people have gone through this too. And I know I am not alone, but I don't want you feeling that way either. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not alone. I came into this area. I'm just north of Bend, Oregon, called a little city called Redmond. Really cute. So I'm in the triangle. That's what I was trying to do. Like, Bend's down here, then you got Redmond, and then you got Sisters. So you're literally, there's a triangle, okay? And these two towns are like 20-25 minutes away from Bend. Bend is like the bigger, like huger city, and these two are little itty bitties. Redmond has like 30,000 people, and Sisters is only like 2,500, but it's very touristy, but it's very, very cute. But anyway, so yeah, I'm like in the middle of all three of them. I'm at Redmond to all three of them, right? So there's a lot to explore here. So, when the angels had told me from Eugene to come east, and I was like, well, okay, I'll try Bend, I'll see what happens and whatever, because that's another big city. I just didn't want to. I'm not a city girl. I need country. I need nature. I need water. I need trails. I need stuff like that. I don't like city. Too much energy. I don't like that many people. Bend wasn't that bad. 100,000 people there, but you can't tell. So it wasn't really that bad and easy to navigate through. Redmond's even better. And Sisters, oh my goodness, No, I don't even think they have a stoplight. One of those kind of towns. But there's so much to explore in this area, and I was excited about it. And I've been here for a couple days at this point now, a couple days, and I have been waiting for the angels just to give me a sign. Is this the place to stay? Because to be honest with you, I thought the last 4 was a place to stay. I'm in the area, and I'm sleeping in my car because I didn't want to spend money towards a hotel. Really, technically I don't have any, but it's okay because I was managing. Again, angels have my back. Universe will provide when it needs to provide. There's a reason for everything. Those are lessons for me even. Because there's nothing wrong with sleeping in the car. I've done it before, even before this trip. I've done it. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. Especially if it's only a few hours to get some shot eye, you know. But after about 2 days max for me, until I can go find a real bed, because I don't sleep well in that car, let alone sleep, because I'm constantly aware of my surroundings. So if I hear like even a noise, I'm up, and then I won't be going back to sleep anytime soon. So I mean, that's why I pay attention, you know, because I have my alertness all the time on me constantly. And even though I know it's a safe area, even though I know without a shadow of a doubt, I still have my alertness. I'm by myself. I'm a single woman doing this. So yeah, I kind of need to make sure I'm okay. Anyway, getting off the subject as usual. So I had the shitty day yesterday and trying to figure out, am I staying? I'm low on money. I won't be able to get far. But I'm also in a position where I have literally 5 other states, like, all surrounding me. So maybe Oregon wasn't for me right now. I'm okay with that. But I needed to know if it's not Oregon, where, because I literally had very little money, enough to get to my next destination maybe, and that's it. Then I have to work. I have no choice. And that's another thing. I did not want to put this kind of decision in desperation just because I know I'm out of money and I'm kind of stuck because I can't go anywhere, you know what I mean? Because honestly, you do that, and unless you know for sure, for without a shadow of a doubt, you're supposed to be there, meant to be there. If you do decisions like that out of desperation, it doesn't always work out. My point is, you don't have to do certain things in desperation. Any decision, you do it out of desperation or out of hate or out of anger or out of jealousy or any of those low vibration emotions, it's not going to work out for you. Do you get what I'm saying? Because if you're doing it in that low capacity, then that's where you're going to stay. I'm experiencing things that I normally would not, because I'm getting out of my comfort zone. Do you see where I'm getting at? But it's out of my heart, out of love. Not because I'm running. Not because I have to. Not because I have desperation. Do you see what I'm getting at? So what I'm saying is, yesterday's decision about staying here or not, I was desperate. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. So I decided to stay another day just to see if it became clear to me. And I woke up this morning and I felt so much better. So much better. I mean, even as I was going to bed last night, I made that decision. As I was falling asleep, I'm like, you know what? I am going to stay. And if the angels did give me a sign, they would have to do it today to give me that sign and say, okay, go to blah, 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 wherever you're going to go to. And they know what I'm talking about, because when you talk to your angels, you need symbols or signs or whatever. So say that you have a major decision and you're like, okay, angels, I need to know, what should I do? Should I take this job or should I wait? Taking the job, give me a dolphin symbol. Not give me a frog. You know, just something stupid. It doesn't even have to be major, okay? Sometimes using numbers. I mean, I'm good with that because I love my angel numbers, and they're angels. So I had done that a lot, especially in this decision making this past few days, you know, trying to figure out where I'm going to stay. And so, yeah, I did my angel numbers, and clearly the no kept coming. And there was a reason for that. Maybe it was the area, maybe it was the weather, maybe I would have been stuck there. I don't know, but I'm not going to question it either. So when you feel like you have a hard decision to make, and you're so in tune to the universe and your angels and your guides and everything, then having symbols like that is the easiest way to get your answers quickly. Okay? Or get a pendulum. I just got a pendulum, and I'm learning how to operate that. That's an easy one too, because that's either yes or no, or maybe there's a maybe there somewhere. You don't know. But that's something I'm working on too, by the way. But anyway, so yeah, so yesterday I was thinking, okay, out of desperation, I would have had to stay. And if I did that, it wouldn't have worked out. So as I was going to bed last night, it came to me. I'm like, okay, this is not going to be forever anyway. It's only a few weeks. And I was having the issue of not so much getting a job, because I can get that anywhere. Literally, not just Domino's, just anywhere. And it was just a matter of finding a place to stay. And I didn't want a contract. I didn't want a lease. I didn't want to do this by myself. I can't do it by myself. It's expensive living here. So that's, I had like a really depression sit in yesterday. And I'm like, well, what the hell? You got me here. So do I stay or do I go? And they weren't answering me at all yesterday. And I mean, at all. I was trying. I was exploring the area more, because that's what I do. I like to explore, to say, hey, I can navigate through this. I can do this. No problem. I like doing that. I like getting lost. So I was like really depressed about everything yesterday, right? So as I was going to bed last night, I made the decision. I'm like, okay, I'm going to stay unless the angels tell me something first thing tomorrow. So I'm not losing another day, and I can start driving wherever, And like I said, I woke up really good this morning. And I made the decision last night that I'm not worried about even a place to stay. They already have me. They already got my... So, there's a reason why I want to stay here. There's so much potential here. And maybe that's the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. Doing your own decisions sometimes is what they want you to do. That's what I came to realize last night. That I had to make this decision. And it's because we have our own free will. I get that. I understand that. But when it comes to big decisions like this, I kind of want their input. Am I in the right? Because if I'm not, I don't want to be here. But because I didn't get an answer, I'm assuming that I'm supposed to stay. And that's what I took out of it last night. I'm like, all right, well, if I'm going to do this, things are going to work out the way it needs to work out. So for now, I'll probably stay in a hotel tonight because I need sleep. Sometimes those decisions you have to make. And they're just there on the sidelines, basically. You're a cheering team, And that's not a bad thing either. You got to have your own cheering session. Whether you realize it or not, whether you believe it or not, each of us have our own spiritual team behind us, backing us. Even when you don't realize it. All these years, I had no idea. I mean, I know, and in my Christian background, I knew God was assistant. I knew I had a guardian angel. I knew I had other angels protecting me and whatnot, right? I knew that. But I just went on life like, okay, whatever, and just keep on going. Until I woken up to my spiritual being inside and realized that I am a spiritual being. That's when I realized, holy shit. And even now, I'm still feeling like, oh my God, I am more powerful than I expected I thought I was. We all are. We all are. That's another video. But because of that, we all each have our own spiritual team. I call it spiritual team because they could be your angels. They could be guides. They could be past loved ones. They could be your ancestors. They could be ascended masters, excuse me. They could be the universe, God, divine, whatever you want to call him, source, whatever. Same thing, same entity, because he's within us. And then we have our cosmic family. Again, another video. So we have so many spiritual beings around us at all times that most of the time, for me, when I go into a room, they're overflowing the room. That's how big of a spiritual team I have. And I've known this all my life, that I've always been protected. I don't know how, I just knew it deep in my heart that I knew I was protected. Because, like everybody, you always have a slip and almost die a couple times. Why didn't you? Think about that. It wasn't your time, yes, but who would have saved you? What if it was a major car accident you should have died from? Or a slip and fall in your tub and you should have hit your head and boom, dead? Or that massive heart attack. Didn't even feel like you had it. Or even a stroke. Any of these, plus a lot more. You're angels, buddy. You're angels. They're there for a reason. Your whole spiritual team is there for a reason. They're here to back you up. And I have no doubt whatsoever that mine are. And they have been all my life. Because I know I'm here for a bigger purpose that I'm just now finding out about. And you will too. I don't know, maybe your purpose is just to live on earth, because that's what you signed up for. Just to be here, maybe seeing the history that we're going through right now. And we're going through a lot, trust me. And this is nothing, because in the next 2 or 3 years, it's going to be even more. So just buckle up, because we're going to have fun. But my point is, it's okay to have a bad day, a bad moment. Just don't stay there. And I didn't yesterday. And I felt like, well, there goes this typical old Teresa coming back, worried because I don't have money, or in this case, don't have a place to stay. I don't have backup. This is me, and I wanted it that way. I don't have backup because I wanted to learn to let go. And that's what I'm doing. I'm letting go. And let the universe and the angels guide me to where I'm supposed to go. And that is a hard thing for me to do. For most of us to do. Because we have to control everything. I'm one of those people. When you can't control everything, you gotta let go. So that's what I'm basically wanting to tell you in this video. Believe in your spiritual team. They got you back. And when things seem like they're out of control or doesn't seem possible, let that go. Because something better is around the corner. I truly believe that. I love you guys, and you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, you keep on shining.